This is the best XP farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and it will get you 50 levels in just about a minute. This thing is absolutely crazy, so let's build it. The first thing we're going to do is mine out a 3x3 hole, and that hole is going to be 2 blocks deep. Once you have your hole dug out, we're going to remove this center block right here and place down a piece of sand, and then place down a cactus on that piece of sand. We're going to take our composter now and place it on top of that cactus, and then grab your building block, and we're going to place it down on this side of the composter and this side of the composter, creating a split inside of the hole, so that way we have 2 halves. And a very important note is that your building blocks should not be any of the following on screen, because these all have the potential to become infested. So I mean, unless you want to be swarmed by silverfish and have a very gruesome death, I don't recommend using these blocks. The next thing we're going to do is grab our blocks again, and we're going to place down a block at the back here, and then place one on top of that, so you have 2 blocks in front of you. Place one on the side here, and one over top of the composter. The next step is to wait for it to become nighttime, and then we're going to lure a zombie over to our thing. From here, you're just going to go ahead and... I should do this bit in survival. Okay, mind you, this is a little bit difficult, because I am fully unarmored, and I think it's hard mode, but there we go. Alright, let me hop back in creative mode now. Oh shit, skeleton. Alright, now what we're going to do is we are going to place down the remaining blocks of the ceiling, just like so. Except this block, because we need to get our armadillos inside of that composter. But now we can go ahead and grab our glass, and we're simply just going to make sure this guy is nice and contained. And if you're in an open field like me with creepers and skeletons, and you don't have the luxury of creative mode, maybe it's best just to wait until day to continue working on the farm. Alright, I was so caught off guard by it being night that I forgot that we actually have to name our zombie, or else he's going to despawn. So I have these name tags ready, and to avoid breaking your glass, you can just remove one block here and go ahead and click on him. So we have one up MC's spooky creature. Now you might be wondering why we need a zombie. That is because this is going to allow our armadillo to curl up into a ball so that he doesn't take any damage from the cactus, because without the zombie, the armadillo is going to just lay there and just submit to the pain of the cactus. Alright, the next thing we want to do is go ahead and breed up some armadillos. Now, I would recommend having about 5 armadillos, and that's a good ratio between XP and lag, because if you have too many, then you're going to have way too many silverfish spawning. You'll see. But yeah, so once you have 2 armadillos, which you have either led here or you've bred somehow miraculously, you can just take spider eyes, and that will... They look so silly. We're going to take spider eyes, and we're going to breed these guys together so that we can have some more babies. And once we have 5 armadillos, we're going to put them inside of the composter. Also, I don't remember if I said this, but we're going to use spider eyes to breed them. And just so you know, you can't actually breed armadillos when they're in their shell. Oh, okay. So they also have to be 10 blocks away from hostile mobs. So that just so happens to be the boundary. Let's go ahead and feed these guys together, and they are going to have a miraculous little guy, and he's probably going to curl up because he's too close. So yeah, make sure you're at least 10 blocks away from the farm, or they're just going to continue to curl up into little balls. And again, we want 5 armadillos. Alright, I feel like you guys knew where I was going with that, where, you know, you're going to put them in a minecart, push them in here. I'm way too lazy to do all that work, so we're just going to go ahead and remove this block, and we're going to go ahead and drop in 5 armadillos. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they're all going to get into like this little ball, which honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, this is like a tiny cube inside of Minecraft. It's like slightly larger than a skull, so it's like, I don't know. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and grab our observers now. Place down an observer so you can see the red dot here. Go on this side and place down another one so that it is looking at that observer, just like that. So you have that little clock. From there, we're going to go ahead and place down a fence post. And then we're going to place down a water block at the back there. Grab your trapdoor and place it in front of that observer. It's going to go crazy like that. We're going to place down a lever, turn on the lever, open the trapdoor, and now we need 3 tridents. I've gone ahead and hopped in survival mode now, so all I'm going to do is go ahead and throw these tridents at that trapdoor. So just look away so you can pull it back and then throw it at the trapdoor. We can then go ahead and release this lever, and that's going to move those tridents around. And the last thing we're going to do is this glass block on the side opposite of the zombie. So the zombie's on this side. On this side, we're going to go ahead and break that glass block. That way we can take our potions and throw them into this corner. Let's just get this guy. You don't want to accidentally splash something, so let's just go ahead and get rid of that guy. And now we will go ahead and throw this potion. And as you can see, it has begun. We did end up picking up 2 of the tridents because I got too close to them. You can easily fix this by just placing around some blocks and throwing a lever on top. I will actually go ahead and do that. But this is the system. So let me hop into oh my god, this is so much XP. Let me hop into creative mode, make the adjustments so that you don't accidentally pick up the tridents. And then there's also a way that you can put tridents into it, even when there are silverfish. So don't worry if you pick them up, it's not the end of the world. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made the adjustments where we have the 5 extra blocks and then the lever where we can still open and close this by locking it. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. So all we have to do now is get our tridents back in there, and the easiest way to do that is to just build up by 2. We're going to shift over here, and then we're just going to take our trident, and we're going to throw it at the edge. You're going to see that it's going to bounce off of one of the silverfish, but it is going to end up actually landing on the trapdoor, or at least that is the hope. And yes, it did work. So if it doesn't work, that means that the tridents aren't actually on the trapdoor, but rather they are connected to the block. Holy shit. Okay, let's go into survival mode now. So just pop in like that. And as you can see, we are getting so much XP. This thing is absolutely bonkers. And now we can't pick up our tridents whatsoever. We go ahead and fly up. Oh, wait, we're in survival mode. Okay, let's place down a block right here. You'll see that none of our tridents were picked up. And we can still collect all of our XP. How lovely is that? And of course, after the giant silverfish apocalypse ends, you're going to have to throw another infested thing at those armadillos. Don't worry, they're not going to die. They're in a ball because of this guy. So just make sure that this guy doesn't die, or your armadillos are going to die as well. But yeah, that is the entire farm. This thing is absolutely crazy. That's the thing. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is 1UpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one.